Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I'm so sorry about that start. I was just cleaning my camera and I accidentally started the video. So surprise! I'm as surprised as you am that I went live at that very moment. Welcome, Kay. How are you? So welcome to the 2nd, 2022 on a Tuesday. It's very exciting. I like this kind of number day, and it's also an exciting day because my grandson is 2 months old today, or calendar months. He's a bit older than that, a little bit younger than that. Hello, Cindy. How are you? All is fairly well. The kids' school has basically closed today because we are having some torrential rain. I have a very panty, anxious dog under the desk because of said storm. And it is a storm. I did have to pop out this morning and it was pretty crazy. So Lavender has driven herself and Owen home, and they've now just asked if all parents could please come and get their children from school, which is a bit fun. Hello everyone who's joining. I'm so happy you're all saying hello. Hello Cindy, hello Jenny, hello Corinne, hello Miss Sylvia, all joining me. Love that, love that. So welcome to my Facebook Live. So if you hear rain on my pergola, or because it's going light, it's just coming through in bands. Hello Christy. Oh Christy, I haven't seen you in ages. The rain's coming through in bands, so you may hear it, but we are dry and safe inside except for the anxious dog. Hey Margine. So if you're watching the replay, please make sure you say hi. And oh, well, that's good. Busy is good. Hey Trace. And don't forget to make sure you are liking my video, and if you'd like, I'd love it if you could share it with some people. Welcome Jean. So today I had class on the weekend, which was lots of fun. I did pop up a couple of photos. Hey Miss Bev. Popped up a couple of photos of, well, you could kind of see Franklin in the photos. He was busy having a feed, and Thea was stamping while she was feeding, multitasking. Don't know if I could do it, but I was very proud she could do it, which was awesome. And we played a lot with sale-a-bration products, because sale-a-bration, and I will just grab the catalogue. So sale-a-bration in Australia is ending, the catalogue wise, is ending on the 16th of March. So I wanted to share some things because this was actually my first class of the year. January was a bit, I couldn't get people together, and that was okay. So this was my first official class, sharing everything with them. And this really cute one kind of reminds me, I think it's really sweet and reminds me of Ivy. It's called Catching Butterflies, although she's turning 12 this year, so she's certainly not the really cute toddler that this reminds me of. Hello, Miss Cheryl. And we played with this with Stampin' Blends. And what I've also popped in is the Simply Marbleous paper, and using lots, because we're catching butterflies, and you catch butterflies where flowers are. So this is how my train of thought went. And then I went, oh my God, we have a Flowering Fields paper. So I grabbed out the Flowering Fields paper as well. And basically everyone could use whatever colours they wanted. I grabbed out all the colours that are in the Flowering Fields paper, and people could colour their images and their butterflies however they wanted, and it worked really, really well. And I also grabbed out the natural skin tone blends. So because it's a person, although the blends are great for everything, I grabbed the whole pack of 10, which is over there, and they were able to play and experiment with skin tones and hair colors. So at the moment, you can grab the full pack of 10 when they go into the upcoming annual catalogue, which happens in May. They will only be sold as pairs. So if you're interested in the natural tones Stampin' blends, it may be the rain. The rain has just stopped. Yes, maybe it's a storm. The rain has just eased to a sprinkle at the moment. So I do apologise for that. But I'm getting a crackling noise. I don't know. Hello, Miss Ethel. I can't do anything about the noise unless we start over again. So I think I'm going to persevere through. Hello, Miss Carol. I am going to, the card that I made. Let's show you that. So this is the sweet card, and I've also used the Iridescent Rhinestones. I use the Iridescent Rhinestones, and I have prepped a number of cards. I've been sitting here doing some colouring this morning, which has been really quite nice, and I am going to show you what skin tones and hair that I've done, and we'll do one together, and I'll do some other blending as well because I've kept some of the cards not quite finished. So we're not making 4 cards, woe to go. I am doing colouring of some cards and 1 woe to go. So because no one wants to sit here for hours and hours. I know some of you do, and I love you for that, but I don't even have the time for that. I've got the kids home and now have to not deal with them, but make sure they're all okay and doing the things they need to. So I am just grabbing up my live. I'm making sure I'm on mute, which is very important. I'll flip you girls around, turn off the overhead light, and we will get started, and I will show you the beautiful Flowering Fields paper because it's one of those items that I haven't shown you yet because I got just a few items and I never did an unboxing, so I will show you that. Now, did everyone have a good weekend? I know what I really want to do, but you guys are going to kill me if I do it. And I want to blow my microphone to see if that'll help. But I don't know that you guys want me to blow in your ears. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I think we're all good. Oh, thank you for sharing, Carol. Now, in the Australian market, all of the products that I'm showing you today are available. Hello, Diane. How are you? Let me just pull that down. I am nice and straight today. Very happy for that. Very, very happy. You have a busy weekend. All good, you guess. You guess. I like that. I like that. It's intermittent. Okay, I'm hoping the sound isn't too distracting, but I do apologize. So when I'm finished here, I will pop a link in the description in this video so you can find my store, and then once I will also update it to the products I've used in just this card once I do that as well. So I'm just going to pop this card to the side and show you the Flowering Fields paper. So this reminds me, look, it is very Dutch, but we have a festival in Canberra where Bev lives, called Floriade every year, and it's a flower festival. And this paper just reminds me of it, and reminds me of times that I spent in Canberra with my great aunt and her family. So you have the rows of tulips. I absolutely adore the watercolour backgrounds on the back. I'm a bit partial to this purple one. I wonder why. And we have this, it's not even watercolour, it's just a great acrylic ink painted background, sorry. And then we have white pumpkin pie, pale papaya. And we have this gorgeous, very, very traditional tulip on the back. I love this cloud. It is so pretty. And then we have a nice basic polka dot. Love, love, love polka dots. Then we have a more, there we go. Then we have a more traditional cloud. We've had a lot of pink clouds and pink sunsets at the moment because of the volcano eruption in Tonga. And then we have the pinks and the reds. And this is the pattern that I've used. I've just used a little strip of it. And then we have the nice grid painted background on the back. So they are the papers from that set. Right. Now, let's see if we can get them back in here without too much trouble. Only that one paper at the bottom is causing me trouble, and that is done now. Pop that strip in, and I can pop these off to the side. Hello, Miss Cindy. How are you? Hello, Miss Shelley. I am well now that the rain has subsided for the moment. Okay. Oh, that's lovely that you had your grandson over the weekend. Grandsons are the best. Lots of us here have grandsons. Well, mine is not non-stop yet because he's still a baby. Okay. Floriade, it's so beautiful, Floriade. Hello, Miss Maureen. Okay, I will also show you the Simply Marbleous paper. It's just gorgeous, and you can own this for free, like the stamp set. So it has a marble paper, a marble edge, and I look at this and think of a satin sheet or a piece of liquid satin. And you've got a Here Comes the Rain again. So just pre-warning you, as I said, it's coming across in bands. So then we've got the blue, we've got the pinks, we've got more blue because they're out of order. Got the yellows, and this is the one we're using today. We're using the yellows, and then we've got the purples. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. And then we've got more of a coastal cabana blue, more of a sea blue, and then we're back to the silver blue. So they're a bit out of order, but as I said, these are available till March 16th here in Australia because of our delays with shipping. They kindly extended this. It is gorgeous paper. It is. Hello, Miss Linda. Yes, lots of important, you are all important people that come and visit me. So the Catching Butterfly stamp set, also free. So free for purchase with $90 in Australia. So $90 spend gets you this one, and I spelled simply wrong with a double I, and an additional $90. And you could get both of these together. And the other thing that I have used is my most used die is the Stitch Rectangles. Do I call it my favourite because I use it all the time? Probably, but I just use it all the time. It works really, really well. And I'll show you a close-up of the card before we get to all the stamping and colouring. It just adds this beautiful fine stitch detail. I just love it. Works with feminine cards, masculine cards, any type of card. A stitched background or a stitched detail works perfectly. Okay, pop these off to the side. And I have everything prepped. So I have my card pieces. So these are 3-inch strips. So I just cut the 6x6 paper in half, and it is just a titch shorter than the height of the card front. Now these ones are a titch longer. These are the full width of the card front, and these are, I want to say they're close to an inch. Are they an inch and a half? Let me grab this. They are an inch and a half wide. So the proportions just worked really well for me. I've got this, and this is thick whisper white for the thick basic white for the base, and then we've got normal basic white to colour with. Now this is what I have prepped and done earlier. So I've done the card base, although I stamped on the wrong side of that, but I can fix that. And I've even written the colours that I've used, so I can show you later. So I've already done 3. Oh, 4. Is there an extra one there? I don't think I'm doing. Oh, the 4th is the one for us to use now. So I've done this one. As I said, I've left dresses for us to do together. And then I did this one all together. I love her. I really, really love what I did for her. And then I have done her butterflies. Okay, so I'll pop that one further to the side because she's all done. We're going to start with our stamping, okay? Sorry for the thunder. Told you it was a real storm. Hello, Miss Susan. Oh, we've even got lightning happening, guys. Hello, Janine. How are you? Everyone's coming on. This is awesome. Oh, hello, Sue. Sorry, just checking up. Oh, no. You've got Lily's not feeling well, and I've got ones coming home from school, or they've come home from school. Hello, Miss Glenna. I hope you had a lovely dinner, Miss Glenna. So, I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Why this ink, I hear you ask? This is the ink that we recommend that you use for Stampin' Blends or any alcohol markers because it doesn't bleed. Once it's dry, it doesn't bleed. Now, what I want to do and what I experimented with since I did my original card, I'm going to pop her a bit more towards the edge than being centered. Okay, and the reason I want to do this is I want to take, and I'll put the stamp set here as well, I want to take the singular butterfly and I just want to add some butterflies to this panel. So let me make sure that is nice and evenly inked, and I moved, but that was a good save. And I just want to pop one here behind her hair. So I think, even though I added the jewels on this which finished that panel off, I just love that we had some butterflies on both parts of the card. Now, in the stamp set, I feel like I'm talking over the thunder. Oh, no problems, Bev, no problems. Oh, hey, Miss Carol. In the stamp set, we have this squiggle, and this squiggle is her grounding. So it shows that she's actually moving, and it means she's not floating in the air. So I just popped that squiggle there because often when I am stamping a scene, I will put shading under where the person or the animal is, just to ground them. Sorry, guys. How loud is that thunder for you guys? Because that one just kind of caught me off guard. You going okay under there, Miss Louisa? You coping? Are all the girls helping you? I've got this hot breeze going on to my leg. Now, because we're putting all the paper and the image on this side, we only need to stamp this side. Down your hot, Missy Moon. That's better. Bit more comfortable. So, this stamp comes with all the butterflies on it, and I'm just going to stamp it twice, just like that. The second stamping isn't perfect. That's fine. Life isn't perfect. I am having an awesome store, and you can hear it. Okay. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing that you can hear it. So the sentiment I chose to use is celebrate every beautiful thing, because I feel it is a bit of a everything sentiment. You can use it for, you just heard that one loud and clear, yeah. Sorry. It's real life. It proves that I craft in any conditions, and this is just real life. And of course, I just got Memento ink all over me. So use a hand sanitizer, and I think we might be smart because this is all black Memento ink, and because I pre-prepared it earlier. I can't really move my chair because of Miss Louisa. I'll upset her. I pre-prepared my Stampin' scrub with Stampin' mist, and we're going to clean off and dry our stamps. So that is one done. Scrub, scrub, dry, dry. All clean. Oh, I have done that many a time, Margine. I really, really have. Do you know what? My only hope is now that that situation doesn't happen. But do you know what? If it happens, you know why it happens. And you have at least seen, oh, thank you, Christy. Went for something a bit different this time. Okay, so they are all clean and dry. Now, blends, 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 blends. So I have a basket with all the colours in Flowering Fields. And then I have a basket with my natural tones. So this is where I want to start. I want to start with hair and skin. So let's bring these back. I cannot remember what I used on her. So this one I used, for the hair, I used 1000. So I used that very pink tone, 1900. And for her skin, oh no, sorry, I used 1700 to get that caramel colour. And then for the skin, I used 900 and 800. So I used the 900 and the 800 for the skin. And I'm really happy with how she turned out. So I'm just going to layer these back up. And I love that we can now experiment with skin tones. So for this lovely lady, I used hair. I actually used the bronze. which we've got the ivory and the bronze pair. So I used the bronze and the 100 to create that hair. And for the skin, I used the next two colours down, which are the 200 and the 400. So I really, really like that. And this was all just playing around this morning. This one is a mid-tone, and I have used, the thing about writing it all down, the skin, I used 5 and 600, and her hair, I used 700, 800, and a little bit of 500, just to give it a little bit of depth. So it was looking a little bit light. So, let me have a look at this lovely lass. What did I use on her? I used 9 and 8. And then I used 7, 5, and 6. So we might use 7 and 8 for this one to try and get a bit of a pairing. So let me see. Now these are numbered differently. Numbered actually very, very differently to our... Oh, good idea. Hello, Miss Jane. The thunder says hello as well. Okay. You guys are having a good old chat. Okay, rightio. Nothing I need to deal with there. So I've got that 800 will be our lightest. So what I want to do is pretty much add a full wash of that, but not onto her eyes. Otherwise she might look a titch jaundice. I'm very glad I do have enough food, because the last time we had rain like this, we were flooded in both ways we can get out. Like, we could get to our local shop down the road, but that was about it. Now, I did just get some colour in the whites of her eyes. So I'm going to use our colour lifter to literally dab that out. If I need to come back in and do a bit more dabbing, I can. So I just used the 800. Now I'm going to go in with the 700. Now I'm going to go in first with our bullet end. So I've just used the brush end, and the bullet end just gives me a little bit extra control and a bit of a finer line. So I'm just going all the way around, and I do want her to touch thicker here because her hair is right there, so it naturally creates a bit of a shadow under her hair. And then to blend that out, I'm surprised you can't hear Louisa panting. I'm just going to go along that whole edge with that nice big blend, and then very lightly go over the whole image, and I can go back in there, give that a bit more of a tip. And if I need to right now, I can just go in and just add a final line. I probably won't even blend it out because this is nice and wet. This storm is like right above us, girls. So I'm not going to blend that because it is so wet. It blended itself. So that is her face done. Now let's have a look at our hair combos that I've used. Here I used 1,700. 1,700. I've used 700 and 800. I'm thinking like using 300 and 400, and we will get a different combination, because where did I use? I haven't used 300 and 400. I think I did on her skin there, but let me see. 400, and I'm thinking this is, no, that's 500. What did I grab there? 400. Kind of want to go, this might work, the 400 and the 500. They might work really well together, because you don't actually need to use the colours next to each other. So the lighter one is the 500, and I'm going to colour all of her hair in that, and then all of our hair is different tones. So, and I could, for Miss Maureen and I, add in some colour, and for Lavender, who currently has lavender hair, I could add in some extra purple. Louisa, down. So I do tend to colour in different directions. So I'm just going in with quite a light hand, and this is quite a caramel brown. And I'm not worrying that I've gone out of the lines, because, you know, hair's flying as she's catching these butterflies. Oh, no rain. Oh, no problems, Corinne. It was nice blending, thank you. There is a file on the Demonstrator website. I've got the file to label these. I still have it from you. It's just I haven't got there yet. But there is also a practice file on the Stampin' Up website for demonstrators that we can use to play with colour combinations. So I'm just going around first where there would definitely be some shadowing, where I can see the hair goes along, and then I'm just going to add some light flicks, trying to, I'm not being so light, but I am getting the desired effect that I would like. And if I did want to blend those two colours together, I can go ahead with our lighter colour. And just blend it all out, although I do want to go in now and add a few extra highlights. I'm going to go in with my bullet end. The bullet end just isn't doing it for me. So, and I'm not getting, because it is quite wet now, it is doing a lot of blending. So I'm going to leave it there so you can still see the light caramel over the top, but you can see how they have blended together really well. I'm going to have a drink. Ah, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, girls. Yes, you do. You do. So that's that. Now let me write down these colours so I know what I've used, and I've kept them in separate pairs. Where's my pencil? So if we write skin, really? No, they're not the two I used. What did I use for the skin? Did I use 800 and 700, I think we used. And then for this, I used 500 and 400. And when I give these cards to someone, they will definitely have this erased, but it's just for my reference at the moment. Okay, so I've popped those away. Now we are up to the fun colouring. And the first thing I'm going to do is do the net, because I'm thinking of like that very light gossamer net. So I want to give it some colour without giving it too much colour. So I'm just going in with the light Pool Party and just going along where it is, the net is marked. So just going along each line with the bullet end. So it's adding that hint of colour. Done. So I'll show you. Oh, and I shouldn't have put away those skin colours because I didn't do her arms or her legs. So let's grab those back out. So what did I say I used? I used the 500, no, I used the 8 and the 700. Hello, Miss Jamie. Yes, I know I'm not sure where the static is coming from every now and then. I'm just asking everyone to please bear with me. 700 and is that the 800? Yes. So I'm going to go in with the 800 and then I'm going to just go in with some shading with the 700 because the higher colour is the darker, more pigment in it. And then just with, oh, I've done this the wrong way around. No, have I? No, I have not. So just using little dabs. On the legs, I will need to do a titch of blending just on the legs. And then we need to work out what colour I am doing her dress. So I have already done, so this one is Highland Heather. I've already done Calypso Coral. I'm thinking this one, because she is a bit lighter, and you can see the skin getting just darker between these two. I'm thinking of maybe pale papaya or pumpkin pie. A pumpkin pie dress sounds nice, actually. Pumpkin pie. So I won't use much of the dark pumpkin pie, don't worry, because it is quite a colour. But this is such a pretty shade of orange. Yep, it's going to be Ellen goes out of the lines kind of day. But she's moving so fast, the material's moving, and we just went out of the lines. Okay, so we have our all over wash. Now I'm going to go in with the dark pumpkin pie. Now, for anyone who does amazing colouring out there, hats off to you. That is not me. I am not proficient in that at all. I feel I just do very simple colouring, and I just let the artist who has designed it tell me where to add some shading. So I've done the dress here where all the overlaps are. Now I'm just blending that in so it's not quite so harsh, and I will go back over where I have blended this through. children and my husband are now making noises. Okay, now I do and I can push in a few of those bits that I went out of the lines on, especially just here under her arms. It's not going to get rid of the colour, but what it will do is push the colour deeper into the cardstock. So I have her dress on this one, and the butterflies, when we get to them, are super duper easy. So really, really like her. Now, where did I put that base? So we've got her. This one might do a poppy parade dress on her, because you know I'm all for bright colours here. Now the one thing we didn't add that we could add, I've added it on both of those, is blush on their cheeks. We certainly could do that. That's dark poppy parade. That's not going to be helpful. Now I have already splattered poppy parade all over my desk this morning because I'm talented like that, and I do need to go over this lass's skin because I've missed some bits, and I'm sorry I'm doing so much colouring. I cannot really check the points like I normally do. This just does have a slightly frayed end, so I'm probably being a bit more gentle with it around the edges. And red is a bit of an easy colour to knock back. Have you've got the Storm? Yes. Bev's Canberra. Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't got any things to tell you. No, I did not order static for the evening, Cindy. That is not something I would ever order for my lives because it's not very nice, really. I didn't order a panting dog either. It's eased off. It's even got a little bit brighter for the moment, which is good because my lounge room light still isn't working. So now we just blend this out, and I do have to go back in and add her skin. So this may require just a little bit extra love. Okay, I think we're good. Now for her, for skin, I've used 5 and 600. So 5 and 4 is definitely not it. 5 and 600. Right. So right. These are sometimes very, very hard for my hands to deal with. Have I just gone in? No, I haven't gone in. I think I have though. 5. I've just done it the wrong way. I do not need to add anything else because I did add the darker colour. But that is fine. So she is done and that whole panel is done. Okay, now we're going to grab our other panel. Now this one I also need to do some skin, and I already knew what colour I wanted to do her, and it's Blackberry Bliss. And her skin is 2 and 400. So 200 and 100. what did I say? 2 and 4. Bronze 5. Must be this one. 2 and 4. So 2 is going to be our darkest, so the 400 is going to be our lightest. I love the choice and the blending capabilities of these. These are also great for our critters. Really, really good for our critters. And then just add in our little bit of shading under the skirt, a little bit on each hand, and I'm leaving that at that. And then I'm going to get onto her dress with Blackberry Bliss. No problems. Lovely see you, Miss J. Yeah, exactly. Poor Pooch. It's still electrical out there. She's still panting. I can tell when the storm's gone because she stops panting. She's a good barometer like that, at least with storms anyway. So thank you for your understanding with audio issues currently beyond my control. Oh no, I didn't do her little neck. I will go back and grab that. I think David's been able to go out and check the mail. I saw the poor posties. Poor posties were riding out of, were riding in their full year. So the post still goes on despite the weather. I did that just in the darker because she would have that shading because of her chin. So we're going to go in with the dark. Now, this is not the best base colouring, but I'm not worrying about it because we're going to go in with this. And then I'm going to need to blend this one out. So the base is just a base, so then it makes this easier to blend on the other side. And then I've just got a few butterflies to do, ladies, just a few butterflies, and we're all good. Then we're just assembling some cards. Oh, I didn't do her sleeves, but I'm more than happy to leave those for this one. So pretty. Oh, favorite. Okay, so this one is also done, and I'm popping them back on their corresponding card bases. Now, I don't need the skin tones anymore. They're only in a basket because I use them in class, and the pool party one can go back over there for our card on Thursday, because I already know what we're making on Thursday. If you were my card base, you would be living here. So we still have this lovely last to do, and I just want to have a look at the colours that are already in here. So the colours that I grabbed out that are in the paper: Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink. Oh, I didn't grab Pear Pizzazz. Petal Pink, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Razzleberry, So Saffron. So over here, I'm thinking I might want to add another Poppy Parade because I've only got one over here. So I think I want to add another one. So as easy as it is with these ones. Oh, this one isn't this one. This one's this one. But that's okay. I'm going to pair them up now because that one's done. But I'm just going to add a nice Poppy Parade one here. So I go in with the dark in the interior. Oh, I shouldn't have capped that because I'm going to do a butterfly or two over here. And then I think I will balance that with a petal pink, which is, well, that's petal pink. Where's my other petal pink? The petal pink and pale papayas really, really, really do my head in because they're so very, very, very close in colour. So a very, very light petal pink, and I'll do over here as well. And I just put that in the dark for interest. That is that panel done. And then I may even just put a dark petal pink butterfly just there. And what I want to do is just grab my dark and pop a little petal pink poppy parade butterfly down there. The little ones I don't add any extra to. Now I do want to add a blackberry because using all the colours we can have these butterflies really, really multicolored. Something weird happened to me with butterflies the other day. Well, I was driving along with lavender. Was that the, no, that's right. With lavender, and this, it looked like a monarch butterfly, like almost ran into our windscreen. It was dry, it was riding the slipstream, and lavender missed it. It was such a beautiful orange butterfly. It's gorgeous. And I might just make this one here just like that. Okay, I am going to add a little dark pumpkin pie one up here. So doing pairs basically. So saffron one would look good. So this is just literally dab and go. No blending required. You don't always need to do awesome amounts of blending. And we need to add some more purples. So see which one I grab up first. Highland Heather and, well, that's Fresh Freesia. And that is going to be Highland Heather. Okay, so we add the dark in first, because you know, great lover of purple here. Highland, which is almost gorgeous grape. The dark Highland Heather is almost. Take your time, put it in, clip. Right, done. Because we've already done all our little butterflies now. Just fill in the rest. How are you going? You stop panting. Does that mean it's past for the moment? It is a great set to use so many blends. You are so right. And I've got them there. I might as well use them. Okay. Calypso. Oops. Colouring my finger while I'm at it. Calypso. Oh, that one went right out. Then we've got papaya. Yes, pale papaya. That must be, oh no. One's pumpkin pie and one's pale papaya. There you go. Apparently I used, they are interchangeable, the pale papaya and the pumpkin pie. They do actually work extremely well together, and that's what I must have done for another one. But that is fine. And then we will go in with Fresh Freesia and we're done. What I can do is start. They're only in here because I'm doing my project. You girls all know I have my Stampin storage for my blends, and they do live very happily in there, but you know, between projects, this is great. Dark Fresh Freesia, light Fresh Freesia, that was Flirty Flamingo. Apparently I'm using light Highland Heather and Fresh Freesia because that's what I've got in my hands and I'm not going re-digging. That is just going to work the way it works. That is just going to be how it is. I can go over it again. And then we're up to assembly. And the assembly really, really is quite easy. Okay, that will do. Blends to the side, set and forget. Okay, so I have all my bitty bobs here. I'm going to wet glue, and what I have started with is the Marbleous paper, and the girls in class did these all different ways. Oh, good. That sounds good. Oh, going to the South Coast and colouring is a perfect way. Stacking M&Ms. Oh my God, stacking M&Ms. I don't even know how that would work, Cindy. But yes, colouring will work great for the weekend. The girls are notorious. The girls are notorious in a good way that came to class. They're very good at taking their own spin on what I give them. And I love them for it. And they definitely do different layouts and totally different things to what I would ever think possible for their cards. I'm just going to get this other piece out of the way. This piece goes top to bottom, and I am very happy to just partially cover up a butterfly because it just works as if it's actually in the flowers and just popping out. This one. I'm thinking, do I have enough pieces? I must. Because that's two pieces in one. And if I was smart, I would actually be folding these as I went. I was just on your local news. Oh my God. Do you know how many he stacked? Because that's a bit cool. Okay, so I could, and probably on the last two cards, I may use the other side of the paper. It's just I'm rather addicted to the marble side of the paper. I just think it's so pretty. And while I'm here and thinking of it, now I could put the girl stamped off on the inside, and that will be a really, really nice way to decorate the inside of your card. You could do the girl in like a very, like even in pool parties, so she's there and you can ride over her quite easily, or you could choose one of your favorite colors out of all the colors of the tulips and do it that way. one. And 2. Oh, now this one. Oh no, I'm pretty sure we're going this way. I've just got to stack them up to the information because that is most important, all that information that I wrote in. And I will be sure to share all that online. 6. Oh my God, Cindy, that's an amazing multitask. Yes, I might do this one because that will then go well. It's just a bit more depth to go with this Blackberry Bliss colouring. I can still hear a little bit of distant rumbling in the background, but certainly not on top of us. How have we gone for an hour, girls? We are just sitting on an hour live. I think I've got a lot done in an hour. Okay, and all of our pretty tulips. Has anyone got the stamp set that goes with the tulips and the dies? The dies are very, very pretty, and you layer the tulips up to have wonderful texture. Oh my God, I lined. Here comes the rain. I lined these up almost perfectly with the colours in the card, or the colours in the paper, and I didn't even realise it. Ah, see, that looks a little lovely. Quite like that. And last but not least, oh, this way. This way, this way. Now, this is the one that I actually did it. I've done the card front the wrong way, so I do have a little bit of a lip here at the top that I'm just going to rub over, and no one knows I did anything except for you. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to go the softer side for this one. It wasn't available. Oh, I'm glad it's on your list now, Sylvia. It is beautiful paper. I am quite in love with this catalogue. It's gorgeous. I just haven't got the time or money to have it all. Like, it'd be awesome to have it all, but I'm just not sure I have the time to craft with it all. Oh, you're so into my cards. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Just tried something different, and I wanted to use the girl, and I just stumbled on me that I could use the tulips with it, and just all kind of came together from there. Now, the other thing I did do in this card was I added a butterfly here, but because I added extra butterflies to the panels, I haven't, because I'll add gems around the sentiment, and these are the embellishment of the catalogue. Now, I don't need my glue anymore, so cap that. Pop that there, grab my dimensionals as they all go before. That's what they do. I need this, not with the other pen. Are my Sunday words coming out, Cindy? Because they really, really want to. My Sunday words want to come thick and fast. And I don't want to cut it because I love my little tag. Aha, there we go. Got it. That does happen sometimes. Just sometimes. Oh, no problems, Christy. Thank you so much for popping in after so long. It was lovely to have you here. I get that you've got to go, but I hope you enjoyed our time despite the static storm, panting dog, and all those things. Look, at least the card making's gone smoothly. That's one thing. Okay, we've got that, and I really, the backings off these come off so easily that I don't even need my take my pick tool at the moment. Don't know if these are new, old, different batch, not sure what's going on. Oh, that's crooked. Oh well. And if anyone's singing Tiny Tim, tiptoeing through the tulips, that would be appropriate as well. I'm surprised no one's come out with that. Oh, your Sunday words have been held in check. Well, mine weren't just then. They were certainly going through my brain. So Cindy has certain words she can only use on a Sunday afternoon when she is hanging out with a friend, and you can only imagine what the Sunday words might entail, because you could all see my frustration. I'm curious, really, really, really curious, and I really want you to reply. Who doesn't own the stitched rectangles dies? You can tell me yes or no to the stitched rectangles, but I'm curious to know who doesn't own them. Because as I say, they are such a staple in my stash. I'm very, very curious. They are. But I'd just be interested to hear if someone doesn't have them. And then I want to know the why. If you don't have them, is there a reason? Do you not like them, or have you just not got around to it? Very good, Bev. I like that answer too. I know, they're just so useful for everything. That's why I actually actively try not to use them. I've seen this image also die cut with the scalloped contours die, and it looked really good as well. But because I had so much colour and pattern in this, I really, really didn't need a scalloped edge to add more busyness, which is why I chose it. But yeah, I do actively try not to have it my go-to often. You have them, you love them. Yes, the contour is great too. Scallop contours. It does actually coordinate with the stamp set, but I don't own that stamp set and bought them just for the shapes, which would fit the florals from that stamp set beautifully. But I had to choose, and it was just the dies that won out. Okay, after I adhere this one, then we are going in for our Iridescent Rhinestones. And out of the 4 cards we made a class, 3 of the cards have Iridescent Rhinestones on them. Are you surprised? And I still have so many left on my pack. So many. So I'm just going to empty my little receptacle there, and I am going to go for it. So these have, how many are in the pack? Well, tell me on the back of this. This comes with 200 iridescent rhinestones. So I have made a lot of cards myself. I have run class, and I still have more than half left. Come on. More than half left, which I think is kind of impressive. It'd be great if this wanted to come off. Great. I'm not too fond of that placement, but it's there. And maybe a little. That's 5, but I think I'm going to invert these ones on this one and put the big one down the bottom. Please do not stick until, big one at the bottom, then the 2 medium and littles. So a medium and a little. Oh, no, not quite there. And these iridescent ones work perfectly because it's got the whole colour spectrum in it. Then I think I need, I don't know why, because this has all gone yucky. So when all your, I don't even know where that flung to, so you can just clean all of this off. And then, now I have to do this with, I'm going to see if I can do it with, yes I can. So I've just got a little bit coming out and I've just pulled off the pressure, and then I just roll it round so it doesn't roll around. Pop that down and we're all clean and ready to rock and roll. And now it's picking up my rhinestone exactly how I wanted it to, and that was the bit that fell off. Right. That is working so much better. I actually just like that for this one. Now, this one I moved everything a long way across. So I'm going to put one there. One there. I put not loving me today. One nestled in here. Just don't want it in the same line, so I'm going to pop it across. So that's 4. I might put another one. Another one just in there, because we need a lot of sparkle. Oh, Sylvia, we will see you later. Knock at the door. Wonder who's more important than card making. Right. One down here. Although, do you know what? I kind of want the big one up here because I went further into the corner. I kind of want a medium, actually fits better in there. I do just have, I had a flick of alcohol marker there. And do you know what? I may just use, come on, play nicely. They don't want to play nicely today. Just going to put that big one there, and then just a teensy tiny, no, I think we'll leave that there. pop that one back, and I've now 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. I've officially used over half my sheet now, which is a bit exciting. Just a little bit exciting. Just look at them shine. Oh, they're so, so, so pretty. So pretty. I do have multiple packs of these. Multiple. Because they are just so pretty. So let me show you a close-up of these cards. So this one I have used skin 5 and 600 and hair 7, 8 and 500 for this one. Just going to show it as a last bit. Just going to hold it there. Hair is bronze and 1000 and skin is 200 and 400 for this one. This one, I just love this one. Hair is 1000 and 700 and the skin is 900 and 800. So that one's lovely. Thank you. I could, but I hadn't thought of it, Cindy. I had not thought of it. That is a wonderful idea to add a bit of wink. But I think with I think I have enough sparkle, but I do love the idea. Jamie would be screaming it if she was here. So our last one, the skin is 800 and 700 and the hair is 500 and 400. So thank you. So, and this one is a mystery. I have no idea. So Highland Heather, we've got, was this pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie, Calypso Coral, Blackberry Bliss, and Poppy Parade. So they're all the colours, and no two skin tones are alike. So we've used the Catching Butterflies. Oh, please excuse me, Louisa. She's now sighing. Flowering Fields, Simply Marvelous. See if I can reach here. We used the stitched rectangle dies and the Iridescent Rhinestones. So not too, and of course all of our Stampin' blends. All of the Stampin' blends. You like the Poppy Parade one best? Really? That's interesting. I know what my favourite is, and looking at it on the screen, it isn't my favourite, but looking at it in real life, it is. My pleasure, Cindy. Oh, good. Oh, hopefully we can keep you company after that appointment. I look forward to seeing you later. Thank you everyone for joining me. All these products are available to purchase. Don't forget the natural tone blends. If you want the whole set of 10, they are only available in this 10 pack until the end of May. So you'll be seeing me using them because I love them so much. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, Glenna. Thank you, Cheryl. And all the products are available in my store. I will put that link up shortly for you. So 1, 4 and 5. 1, 4 and 5. Number 3. Yes, number 3 is mine, Carol. Number 3 is mine. But I love the skin in number 2. I know, I just love the softness of this one, but I also like the Poppy Parade. I know, it's hard choice. I love them all because they're all unique. They're all unique. But I will stay safe. Everyone stay safe if you've got storms or anything happening. And I'm always here if you need a chat, so don't hesitate to reach out. And I will see you on Thursday with another card making video over on YouTube. So make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications over there. I'll catch you soon. Bye.